Darrell Lejeune here in Basile, Louisiana. Today is May the 20th, 2023, and it's one day following the graduation of the Basile High School class of 2023. And thinking about graduation, I thought about the Basile High School class of 77, of which I was president, our class song that we sang at graduation live with piano accompaniment, the theme from Mahogany, also known as Do You Know Where You're Going To, which came from the movie by the same name, Mahogany, starring Diana Ross, who was a fashion model turned designer. And it was the story of the character that Diana Ross played. I think her name was Tracy. Not a very great movie, but had a few pieces of good music to it. The theme of song being one of them, and very appropriate lyrics for a graduation. In those days, it was tradition, and had been for a very long time, for the class to select two songs, a class song and a farewell song. So we chose Theme from Mahogany as the class song, and He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother, originally released by the Hollies, but was popular in 1977 as on a record, an album by the Osmond Brothers. The Osmond Brothers sang it. I don't know if it was 77, but maybe 76, 75, but it was nevertheless also appropriate for a farewell song. Today, the classes at Basile High School still select a class song, but they don't sing it. They play it during their slideshow. And there is no farewell song, but they do sing the school alma mater, which I'm proud to say I wrote in 1981 while I was watching the old Basile High School building being demolished. It was built in 1925. And was being torn down because we had a new school, which had just been built the previous year, and had its first school term, 1980-81, and I was about to start my teaching career in 81-82, and I'd just been hired as an English and geography teacher at the school, and I wrote the alma mater being inspired by the demolition of the old school. The student council, I lost my train of thought. The student council at the school in 1981-82, my first year teaching, adopted what I had written as the alma mater because we had none. And it was sung at graduation that year and has been sung every year at graduation since then. It's also performed by the band and sung by the student body at pep rallies and at football games. I'm very pleased to say it's now more than 40 years, 42 years that's been a part of the school. And the school is getting ready to celebrate its 100th anniversary as a high school. Basile High School established in 1925, the same year that the old two-story red brick building that I attended was built. So the 1925-26 school year and the graduating class of 26 will be the 100th, or the 100th anniversary of the first year. So, how about I sing Theme from Mahogany? That's why I'm here. The theme from Mahogany, Do You Know Where You're Going To? I have a little trouble with the verses, so pardon me if I flub it up, like I did graduation night. I don't know if I've ever admitted that to my class. I had the strongest voice, and half the class was following me. The other half was following Joyce Fontenot, who is now Joyce Spencer, a professional musician who was singing it correctly. I messed up somewhere along the line, and we had two versions of the song going at the same time. Sorry, class, I'm admitting that 40 somewhat years later, 45, 46 years later. Yeah. Okay, let's talk more singing. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do chasing the fantasies that filled our minds. You knew I loved you, but my spirit was free, laughing at the questions that you once asked of me. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for when you look behind you? There's no open door. What are you hoping for? Do you know? Now looking back at all we planned, we let so many dreams just slip through our hands. Why must we wait so long before we see how sad the answers to those questions can be? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for when you look behind you? There's no open door. What are you hoping for? Do you know? Ooh, I really messed that up several times. Why not? 46 years ago I messed it up, so why not mess it up today? Anyway, thinking of the class of 77, and congratulations to the new class, the new alumni group of 2023, which is actually the second largest graduating class in the history of the school. They had 58 graduates last night. The largest was the class of 1999, which had 61. So this one was just a few short of beating the school record for the largest graduating class. And I had several other things I wanted to talk about, but I'm now seeing that I'm over 8 minutes for this little short song, so I talk too much. So I'll talk about some other things in another recording that I was thinking about in reference to Basile High School graduations. I'll sing, I guess, our farewell song, He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother, on another recording and talk some more about Basile High graduations.